What's up, guys? It's Gio, and welcome back to Push to Rank 500 in the NU tier, where this week we'll be starting a brand new conquest to get to the top 500 in the NU tier. Looking at our rank right now, we are at 1,339 after a little bit of decay, which is a little bit unfortunate. However, we only need to get to 1,400 exactly to reach the bottom of the ladder, or the bottom of the top 500. My bad. I'm moving my audio recording around because I can, and let's check out the team real quick this week because I think it's actually a pretty cool team. This team was built by Who's Trident and I during a Skype call, and then we ended up rate my teaming this team and got some cool additions. It's built around spike stacking Scolpede, because spike stacking Scolpede is actually pretty cool, and it's actually pretty effective. So let's look at the team. We have a Focus Sash Whirlipede with Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Endeavor, and Pin Missile. We also have a Kangaskhan with a Silk Scarf, Frustration, Fake Out, Drain Punch, and Sucker Punch. We also have Choice Specs Pyroar with Hyper Voice, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, and HP Grass. We also have a Rotom right here, who is our Choice Scarf Rotom, with Volt Switch, Trick, Shadow Ball, and Will-O-Wisp. We also have Belly Drum Slurpluff with a Belly Drum Sub, Play Rough, and Frustration. And then rounding out the team, last but not least, we have our Choice Banded Sawk with Close Combat, Stone Edge, Knockoff, and Fire Punch. Let us quickly jump into a match here, and hopefully the goal is to get to top 500 this week. So this guy seems to be using a Focus Sash lead thing, Archeop. So I'm going to lead Whirlipede right here because I don't really mind sacking Whirlipede at the cost of getting up a Spike, because Spikes will actually help me against this team as it wears down his 4 main offensive Pokemon, and he ends up taunting me, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think right here I'm going to go out into my Rotom, because Rotom doesn't really mind any attack that Archeops is going to throw at it. It actually takes a lot from that, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm just going to Volt Switch right here as he makes the safe switch into Seismitoad. I'm going to go straight back out into Whirlipede, though, because Whirlipede can actually get up Spikes now relatively for free, and that is, I think, what I'm going to do. My dogs are running around, so I apologize if you can hear them right now. But that is a thing that we may have to deal with in today's video. But I'm just going to go for another Spike as he goes for an Acrobatics. Brings me down to my Focus Sash as I get another Spike up. And I'm going to go straight away for an Endeavor right here as I should outspeed him. I will bring him down to 1 HP as he ends up switching out into his Garbodor right here, which is just fine by me because I will actually be able to... Oh, he has Rocky Helmet. But I end up taking him down to 1 HP, which does actually help a lot because it frees up room for a lot of my other Pokemon to... sweep later in the game. I think I'm gonna go into my, let's see, what can I go into right here? I'm gonna go into Kangaskhan, because Kangaskhan is just gonna go straight away for a Fake Out. I don't mind taking the Rocky Helmet damage. Oh wow, he's also Aftermath, so that actually kind of stinks. But I do have Drain Punch on this thing, so I can take a hit if necessary. And right here, what do I sack to sleep? What do I sack to sleep is the question. Kind of looking at his team, Rotom doesn't do a whole lot for me other than check Archeops, but checking Archeops is actually relatively important. Pyroar does some good wall breaking. Slurpluff doesn't do a whole lot versus his... Actually, I think if I Belly Drum up, then I sweep his team. So it's a matter of freeing up room for Slurpluff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sack... What do I lose by sacking Kangaskhan? I'm going to go for a Frustration, as I actually barely miss out on knocking him out, but he misses the Sleep Powder, which is pretty unfortunate, to be honest. I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch, just to take that Lilligant out and get an extra 1% of HP. It's a little unfortunate that he had to miss the Sleep Powder, but, you know, stuff like that happens. You can't really control that within the course of the match. He ends up going into Archeops right here. I'm just going to go ahead and click Sucker Punch as I crit him and bring him into Defeatist. So I am hacking him a lot. And, you know, I don't really like to hax people, but... as I said, like, there's nothing I can do to control it. It's not like I went for Sucker Punch trying to get a crit. It just kind of happened that way. Right here, I'm going to go into my Rotom, and I'm going to go ahead and trick whatever comes in a Scarf, because if he wants to go... I don't see why he'd preserve this, but I end up... he ends up going for Roost, so he is Choice Scarf Roost right now, and I'm going to go straight away for a Will-O-Wisp to hamper whatever comes in. He ends up going into Seismitoad, which is just fine, because any residual damage on the Seismitoad will help me throughout the match. I have no item right now. I am itemless. I'm going to go straight away for a Shadow Ball as I can do a solid 24% as he ends up knocking me out, which I guess is okay. Right here, I'm going to go into my Slurp left because I think I can win from here on out, barring any Scald Burns, so let's not have that happen. I'm going to go ahead and Belly Drum, and he does not... Oh, I end up dodging the Toxic. That's actually huge. I apologize about this, dude, but, like, there's literally nothing that I can do in order to help you hit Toxics. I'm going to go straight away for a Play Rough right here, as I will be able to knock this Rotom out relatively easily. This wasn't really a good game on either side. It's a little unfortunate that there had to be the hacks that there was. Actually, can he win with... no, never mind. Okay, I just went for the frustration because I didn't want to miss. But that gets me to 1,373, which means I am almost up to top 500, which would be really cool. So looking at this guy's team, Shatot is annoying. I don't like Shatot. Shatot doesn't like me. Gator's a pretty big threat to this team. I need to be able to deal with it fast with Sock. I don't know what he's going to lead with, but I'm going to go ahead and lead Whirlipede right here. Because Whirlipede, I think, can do some pretty good work versus whatever he leads with. If he leads with Barbaracle, I'm just going to get up a Spike, then Endeavor, because I don't want any risk of him sweeping me with Shell Smash, because he actually can if he gets Hazards up. He ends up leading Pyroar, though. I'm going to go ahead and go straight away for a Spike. Because, like, Suicide Lead Whirlipede, this is what this thing does. The goal with... I think my win condition in this match is actually going... Pyroar actually does a lot of work versus his team. He ends up going straight away for a Flamethrower. No burn, please. No burn. Alright, we're going to see if we can outspeed this thing. I doubt we can. We cannot. And he just ends up going for a Flamethrower. I'm assuming he's choice locked right here. So, I'm going to go into... I would like Sock Sturdy for later. I'm going to go into Pyroar. And I'm going to go straight away for a Hyper Voice. I don't really mind if he predicts it. He ends up staying in. And this Specs Hyper Voice is going to hurt a lot. Is he Scarfed? Yeah, he was Scarfed. Okay. So Pyroar actually ends up taking a big hit, which I don't really like. But if he decides to go into... Okay, he goes into this thing. Okay. I'm going to go straight away for a Hyper Voice, as it ends up just straight up taking out this Shatot, which actually is really cool. He ends up going into Girder. I'm just going to click Hyper Voice, get off some good damage as he ends up knocking me out with the knockoff. I'm going to go into Rotom right here, because I can just click Volt Switch for free, and I end up knocking Girder out, which is really cool. And now I think I'm going to go into Kangaskhan, and Kangaskhan is going to be able to fake out whatever he goes into. He ends up going into Feraligatr, so fake out it is. I do a good 21%. Now I get to go straight away for a Frustration, do 51% as he ends up Dragon Dancing. I'm just going to click Frustration again as he ends up subbing up, which is fine. So he more than likely doesn't pack the Aqua Jet, so I'm just going to go straight away for a Sucker Punch here, and I knock the Feraligatr out. So things are rolling really smoothly right now as he ends up going out into Kling Klang. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch because I don't want him setting up for free under any circumstance. And right here, I don't think he can knock me out with 2 Gear Grinds. Please. I'm actually going to calc this real quick because I don't want to choke the game away right here. Please, calc, work. Okay. We have a Kangaskhan. I think we just have to go blank set for this one. We are Adamant. I think we're Adamant. And we have Silk Scarf as our item. Silk Scarf. 252 attack EVs versus Kling Klang. And you shift gear. We have Drain Punch. And we have Sucker Punch. Those are our 2 options right here. Drain Punch will knock him out. Sucker Punch will not. So what does his Gear Grind do? At +1. Gear Grind will be able to knock me out if he's Life Orb, and but he's Leftovers. All right, what is Leftovers gonna do? Leftovers will not be able to knock me out. So I'm gonna go straight away for a Drain Punch right here, as he ends up trying to set up with Shift Gear again. So I think that is going to be this game. What if we hit top 500 in this episode? That'd be amazing if we hit top 500. Are we gonna get to 1400? Please, 14. Oh, we're at 1393. Okay, so that's actually where we're going to end up the episode today. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, because it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, let's see, I've already asked what is your, okay, Sock and Throw, which one of those 2 is your favorite? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.